going? Hope y'all having a good day. And I'm just back with another live stream. Right now I'm down at the river and hoping to get down to the ocean again soon, honestly. I really love the ocean, so thinking about going back there. But yeah, how's y'all day going? How's y'all day going? And yeah, I just want to talk about tapping into our co-creative abilities and not just being controlled by this world. And it tries to get our focus on more material things. And like, for instance, here in America, the American dream. So many people have been brainwashed by this American dream, and yeah, it's sad, but just got to keep creating awareness, and that's really one of my main focuses. Is it ties right in with being of service to others. So yeah, it's one of my main focuses. I'm gonna wait and let some of y'all come up in here. Hi, DC girl. If somebody's seeing this live stream, go ahead and drop a comment, and if you would, smash that like button. It's free, and it'll help connect more and more people. So I love this worldwide connection I got going on. I was just making some live streams last night with my buddy in Denmark, and that was good times. I don't know if y'all seen us up on there last night, but we were both really tired. Really tired last night. I ended up finding a gig yesterday, and I had worked 8 hours of doing a moving job. I had to unload a truck into a box truck and then go to the house and unload it again into the house. So yeah, it was and I feel my muscles all tightened and stuff. I was working hard yesterday, so now today, I just wanted to bring more live stream to y'all. So hope y'all having a good day. And I'm just chilling out here at the river right now, and hoping to get down to the ocean again, because I really love the ocean, and my dog absolutely goes nuts down there. Like, my dog loves the river too, but the ocean is just where it's at for me. So yeah, I'm not too far from there, just over an hour or something from the ocean. So it's not that far. And so yeah, I'm praying for some God to bless us some more today, because I'm trying to come up with enough to make my land payment, so I can't just up and go to the ocean, which would be cool and all, but I got to. What's wrong with the Daisy girl? Is she going? The Daisy. My dog sees ducks out there in the water right now. She wants to go. She wants to go say hi to the ducks. Yeah, but it's still we don't have the sun out yet. It's still a little on the chilly side this morning. So yeah, I'm trying to get her to take it a little easy. She's already been outside. You've already been outside twice this morning, huh? But yeah, how's y'all day going? And I would love to get into the topic of our co-creative abilities that the ones in charge have been using against us. By keeping us enslaved by working full time and literally having nothing left to really give after that. I mean, I know from my own experiences with working a whole lot in life, and even like yesterday as an example, I went and did that gig for like 8 hours, to make a good $200 real quick. But yeah, it's to be honest, it is very sad that as soon as I start talking about the powers in control and what they're doing to keep us right where they want us and all this information, people just, it's like they're getting smacked right across the fucking face, bro, but then they're just fucking turning the other cheek again. Turning the other cheek again. You know what I'm saying? When are we going to learn to quit turning the other cheek again and learn what I'm actually talking about and to take back the power that's ours? We are all a soul on this planet. We deserve everything the next man does. We're all one. We all come from one infinite creator. Period. There's no other creator that puts you here. There's only one. So, it's just, it's sad that humanity just wants to keep, nobody likes the truth about these things, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep talking about it because that also goes with the title, finding our purpose of being here. You feel me? People assume our purpose of being here, especially in America. And here in America, we were sold something. We were sold the thought of the American dream. And okay, that's cool and all. And yes, there's many people who have came from extreme poverty and now have a bunch of money. Okay, but that's all part of the distraction. Because, okay, you can gain all this money, but that doesn't always change your life. You can have a bunch of money and still be miserable. And I've seen it all over the place. I have personally seen and talked to many people who are doing well off financially. Okay, but if that's their main focus, they're going to start to get uncomfortable eventually. Money can only buy so much. So that's what keeps me motivated to keep creating content and, just trying to plant seeds of awareness that, we got to get right with the Lord. We got to get, that they have tried to erase the thought of God. Okay, they've taken the Bible away from people, even in other countries and stuff. It's just all more and more confirmation that they know this whole lie of money being the main. Daisy girl, are you just going crazy? She sees an animal out there, and she's a wild animal. This Daisy girl right here, come here. Show him how wild you is, and show him how wild the baby girl Daisy is. She's like, I'm a hunter, and I'm focused on hunting, and I want to get me a duck, and Daddy won't let me get a duck. So Daddy's being a bad boy because he won't let me go get a duck. That's all I want to do is I want to go kiss a duck. She's so wild. It's my good coonhound, man. You can enjoy some little bit of comedy up on the dog, Baby girl, come here. I know you want to go hunt. Come here, you little silly girl. You just want to go hunting. You just want to go hunting. So it's sad, if my videos were about, um, hookers and doing drugs and, getting up enough money to get Ferraris and, a mansion and, all these material things that they try to sell us as thinking that's the purpose of life. Okay. As soon as you're awake and you see that that's not the reason we're here, there is no unseeing that. Once you actually have been there, okay, I've had $200,000 before. 200 grand. You feel me? That's a decent little achievement, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, real quick, because the circumstances of my life and everything with all that money didn't make me happy. I didn't achieve this happiness, this untouchable happiness that many think is associated with money. So, my own experiences also fuel me to want to help other people, because it's really about tapping into our co-creative abilities that's been used against us for so long now, that the idea of that scares a lot of people. They're like, no, man, we're just these puppets, and we got to do everything that they say, and we got to work ourselves to the point of nothing left. And I've been there. My own experiences fuel this channel. I'm not talking about stuff that I haven't actually been through. Daisy girl, my dog is tripping, yo. She wants to go hunting. Man, my dog, she's a Ridgeback and a Greyhound, and she loves to go hunting, but that's not what we're doing right now, Daisy girl. But she's looking out there, she sees ducks out in the water. We're out with nature, we're out with wilderness. You feel me? I have had so many different life experiences that, for me, I just have to always remain practicing what I preach. If I say, oh, this internet's a big problem, we need to learn how to create distance, not just be stuck on the internet every waking moment. For me, I go do that. There's places right out here, out in the mountains, where I can just go disappear and not have any cell phone service, no internet, you feel me? Just out there with nature. We now work more than peasants in the days of kings and queens. Thank you. It's so refreshing to see other people that see this bigger picture going on. Because there's way too many people out here in this world that don't get it yet. They don't get it yet. They're like, what are you talking about? My job is my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a happy slave. And they're not even happy. That's a lie. That's a lie. And I've been there. So I know that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Once you have been, I've been through so many different things in my life, involving all kinds of things. You throw a dart at a list, and I've probably been there, done that. So, that's also what motivates me to just speak about these things, because I'm obviously not going to get famous off of it, or, I'm not going to get a bunch of people being like, oh man, that's what's up. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I know why I'm actually here. And that's kind of what this video is about, is, tapping into that creativity of why we're actually here. And, we have a solar event coming. And it really changes everything. It really does. It really changes everything. And it's the most covered up event in our history. Literally. Literally speaking, this is the most covered up event in our history. Okay, they do not want the information about this event coming out because it'll spark exactly what I'm talking about. This co-creative ability that they've used against us for so long by keeping us enslaved, keeping us always wanting something more in the material world. Okay? That material world is a bunch of distractions. You feel me? Even Christmas, for instance. Christmas isn't even, there's so many lies in this world. It's sad. And, the date of Christmas isn't even when Jesus was born and stuff. Like, just the whole structure of everything that they've talked about on this planet has been nonsense, man. Trying to keep people thinking that we're the only planet in the whole universe. They want us to think we're the only planet in this infinite universe that has life on it. Or in it. Because if you knew anything about the solar event that happens every roughly 25,920 years, roughly, the advanced civilizations out there in the universe know about this, okay? They're higher density beings than us. They've been through this before. So that's why they no longer build directly on the surface of the planet like we do. But they can have these underground worlds that look just like this one. But they're then safe from any catastrophic event that may take place. Then they get to have controlled climate where, they don't have to worry about a lot of the things that we worry about up here on the surface. And this is a major difference between third density beings like we are and fourth, fifth, sixth, and, I think there's 7 densities of consciousness. And that's when you get reunited with the one infinite creator. But we exist. Our soul exists in multiple timelines and multiple densities at the same time. So, it's a little bit like the idea of a parallel universe and stuff. It's a little bit like that. But there's so much more to it. Hey, what's good? What's good? How you doing? How you doing today? Nice meeting you too, for sure. For sure. Daisy girl, come here. You wanna meet somebody new? I don't know if you've seen my dog. She's over. Come here, baby girl. She's over here being crazy. Come here. She wants to go hunting. Baby, come here. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble for wanting to go hunting. No, that's just your nature. Yeah, that's just the baby girl's nature. But yeah, this is my Daisy girl. She probably doesn't. She gets a little camera shy. She doesn't want to look at the camera. But yeah, this is my girl right here. I take very good care of her. She's my rescue dog. I was her third owner by the time she was 9 months. Yeah, that's my Daisy. And she is Ridgeback and Greyhound. So she's very fast. Her whole back will puff up when, she sees other dogs or animals or even people that she's not sure about. She'll puff up her whole back all the way down her spine. It's really cool. And then she's got that Greyhound in her too. So she's just a character. I love my dog. She's got a real personality. Like, she likes to play games and all kinds of stuff. Like, she's a very smart dog. And my name is Dylan Cote. I'm a French Canadian. Uh, that's on my dad's side, and but yeah, I live here in America, and I grew up in Billings, Montana, the biggest city in Montana. And I first left there when I was 19. I went to Seattle. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Oh, okay, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast now. I'm in Oregon right now. Just over like an hour from the ocean, and because it's winter right now, I kind of I left the ocean for now, but I was there like the whole summer. But it gets a little bit too rainy out here. My dog is going nuts. Even though she's already been out like twice, she sees an animal out there and probably a squirrel. Is Daisy trying to get a squirrel? She likes to talk to the animals. Hey, come here, Daisy. Come here, baby girl. You don't need to be acting like that. Daddy's will take you outside to go playing. You've already been out there a few times this morning. Yeah, I know. I know. I like to chill when the sun's not out yet. Cause here in Western Oregon, it takes a while for the sun to come out. Usually, typically this time of year. So yeah, it's damp out there and all that, and you get your shoes wet even just walking through the grass and stuff. So I like to try to chill a little bit until that sun comes out. Once that sun comes out, then I'm outside with my dog a lot more than just in the morning time when I let her out a few times. And it's like, man, I want to get back inside. It's a little bit cold. My feet are wet. Like, yeah, it's not. This climate is interesting, but I love it. Nice. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I lived in Seattle when I was 19, and then I went back there when I was in my 20s, and I've been in Oregon now, like, let's see here, like a little bit over 2 years now. I've been in Oregon, and well, I've had many professions. Um, I started working at 13 through the HRDC program. So I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff from like maintenance to janitorial to auto mechanic, lube tech, tire technician. I've even worked on semi tires. I've built irrigation pivots. The way I was raised is just to learn as much as you can, period. So, my stepdad was a farmer from Oklahoma. And, he taught me all kinds of stuff and all kinds. So, like, yeah, for me, I've just been on a journey of a whole bunch of different things. And no, I am single. It was about, let me see here. It was right around 5 years ago now that, me and my ex broke up. And I have a Rhodesian Ridgeback as well. Mine is mixed with Bully. He's old but still wants to hunt too. Yeah, they're very loyal and friendly. Yes, yes. This girl is so friendly. Like she loves to just run up to strangers and based on their energy, dogs can read people a lot better than most humans can. But certain people she'll run up to and jump up on and be like, "Oh yeah, you're my new friend." And yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. If I found the right one, the right woman, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I would love that too. Um, but also at the same time, I'm very, very thankful for these last like 5 years that I have been single because it's really allowed me to focus on connecting with you know, my higher self, with God, you know, and just going all in on a spiritual path. I've been on this spiritual path for years now. It actually started before my last relationship and was part of the reason my relationship didn't last because, you know, she wanted to pretend to be good and for God and all this stuff, but when you start really getting into it, she realized that's not what she was about. So, you know, I had to let her go because, you know, I have a divine purpose of being here. You feel me? So, yeah, I used to work a lot and stuff, and you know, I've put in a bunch of applications and whatnot here recently, but you know, like Daisy girl, come here. Come here. Quit your crying. Why are you just crying? Come here, you silly crying girl. Alright, come here. Alright. This is what she needs. This is what the baby girl needs. She needs to just come out and just chill and say hi to everyone. She's a baby. Sometimes she just needs held. Huh. You know, are you embarrassed now because Daisy's on live stream? Huh? It's easy. She's my silly girl. But yeah, you know, so I've just been really focused on, you know, finding my purpose and my mission here on this planet. And taking care of this rescue dog is one of them. Yeah, you're one of my missions. I got her when she was 9 months, and I was her third owner already. Yeah, you've been through 3 owners, huh, baby girl? You've had a rough life, but a way better one with me, because you get to go explore all kinds of new places. You know, we just I have land down in Southern Oregon that I'm trying to finish paying off. All right, let you go, you wild girl. Just stop your crying, okay? Because you know Daddy will let you outside after this, okay? You know we'll go for a walk out by the river. We're down by the river, and you know she's just even though it's wintertime, she wants to go swim in the water and everything. Um, only iron sharpens iron. Okay, right on, right on. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, you know, I'm really focused on just unleashing our co-creative abilities. You feel me? Like not just being trapped by, you know, a profession or, you know, ultimately the system. Ultimately, I'm trying to help others realize that, you know, we can break free of the system of control. This whole financial system and, you know, even religion and pretty much everything has been stacked against us and to divide us. You know what I mean? People think, oh, you know, this is so important that has to deal with money and you know, having a job and having a big house and you know, but they lose track of what's real. And what's real is, you know, learning to help each other. And first show up for yourself. And first help yourself in the spiritual sense. So that way you can actually start to help others. And they don't want nothing to do with all that. That goes completely against their materialistic views. And this get rich and fuck everyone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're focused on. And that is so far from what our infinite creator put here us here to do. You feel me? I'm really really into here for God. You know, God put us all here. We wouldn't be here without God. So you can go ahead, people that want to, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and disrespect that. But it's not a good idea. You don't want to disrespect our creator. That's like number one. Number one. That is what puts you here. And if people really think that something else put them here, they're just too far brainwashed. This really boils down to a lot of people is just they've been brainwashed, and even through religion, unfortunately, and especially religion, was really the starting point of division. So like, oh, we have all these different views and da da da. And so, we can't get along with people who believe in that religion, and it's all just a trap. It's all just a game. It's all just a design to keep us divided. You feel me? So I don't like religion. I think, religion has it's like money, It's it's evil. It's not of our God. Our God didn't want us to be divided about him. It's about unity. You feel me? It's about the spiritual path and finding unity of our people. Because otherwise, divided we fall, as we see right now. You can look around right now and see in real time, right now, divided we will fall. So that's why it's another one of my focus to help try to bring people together. I am fortunate enough to be able to have a worldwide connection on here with people, and one of my good buddies who's also on the same exact spiritual path and also has a mission, not a job, but a mission. And, his started around like 2018, all the way out in Denmark. All the way in Denmark. Okay. I'm all the way on the West Coast of the United States, and we connected, right? And my mission started in 2017. So, and it really has to do with the sun. It really, really has to do with the sun, because the sun is about to give off this energy that will raise our consciousness. And over 30 different ancient prophecies have spoke about this event. These prophecies that came about in our ancient times, our ancient history, and even up to, there's been prophecies, the law of one from 1981 with the contact between a doctor and Ra. I don't know if you know about Ra, but some good stuff. I love the law of one. You can check out the law of one if you feel like reading something at any given time. Just type in on your browser lawofone.info. Not .com, not none of that, but .info. Yeah, Ra the sun. Yeah, exactly. Facts. Religion is a business, for sure. For sure it is. Yep. And it's I'm glad that more and more people are starting to realize all this, because all that the cabal, the people in control, want us to do is focus on making them rich, right? Because all we're doing when we have a job is making somebody else rich, right? Now, unless we break off and do our own thing, you feel me? If we start working for ourselves, then that's something different. I don't knock on that. You feel me? That's focused on taking your power back, not letting them just control your whole life. And for me personally, having been someone who started working at such a young age, 13, I was even like pulling weeds for people and doing gardening stuff and yard work, type of mowing lawns, like 8 years old. And then I got my first real job at 13. You feel me? So I speak on experience. I know exactly what it's like to give absolutely everything to a job, day in and day out, and have only, if I'm lucky, 2 days out of the whole week for me. Now that math doesn't add up right, okay? If you're always constantly at a job, you come home this time of year, it's already dark. You feel me? Now you just want to like make some food, chill out, and not do anything, and go to bed and wake up and repeat the whole process over. And that's just making other people rich. That's, you know what I'm saying? And keeping us enslaved. So I love to talk about this because, I'm really focused on creating awareness on just a bunch of different things. Because, yeah, money isn't what's important to religion, it's energy that what make the elites rich. Oh yeah, exactly. And there are beings out there, and that probe off of our fear. That they try to make up all these different scenarios that creates fear, and that's really how they control us, is by fear. Death is the end. No. No, absolutely not. Death is absolutely not the end. Death is absolutely not the end. There's reincarnation is so real. This has been proven through studies from Egypt. Reincarnation is 100% real. We do not just, it's our soul. Our soul can then reincarnate. So yeah, this body, this physical body, is just a vessel. You feel me? This isn't even the real us. The real us is what's inside. So, people get so just worried about everything, and you only get one shot in life, and just so many lies, so many lies out there. And who all knows about disclosure? Does anybody? Right. We don't die, we transform. Exactly. Reincarnation is energy recycling. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Who all has heard of full disclosure? David Wilcock, Corey Good, Dr. Stephen Greer. Those three people are the main people that I would, I trust. Not even so much Dr. Stephen Greer. I think Dr. Stephen Greer is still, he can only say so much. He is filtered, but people like Corey Good and David Wilcock are not filtered. They're not like, oh, I can't say this because of this repercussion. And that's who I've learned from for years now. Like well over a terabyte of information on just disclosure alone. And they're only wanting to give the public partial disclosure. And for all of us, that there's many of us that know about this full disclosure, we're not with the partial disclosure. We want everyone to be aware of everything. But at the same time, I understand that most people unfortunately couldn't, at this point in time, handle the truth of full disclosure. The truth of full disclosure is too much for most people. And, as David Wilcock says, it could actually put a lot of people in the hospital because they've been brainwashed for so long that once they find out what's really all going on. So we got to be careful of how we do it. And that's why I really love making live streams and just trickle out information uh, because, I'm really focused on us taking our co creative abilities back and not being controlled by the system anymore. This is actually the transition between the old world and the new world. You know what I mean? Right now we're in what many consider the dark night of the soul, which is that. It's the transition between the old world where they controlled and controlled and controlled everything and this new world where when we hit fourth density, we're not going to be able to be lied to anymore. We're not going to be able to, you know, we're going to be connected on such a higher consciousness level that we're not, this lies and deception that's been going on actually comes to an end because once our consciousness expands, we're going to be able to communicate on a much, much different level. And I don't know what y'all might know about telekinesis, you know, but that is one of the main things that I really love about what's coming is to be able to connect with people not through words but through vibrations and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing to not have to just sit there and bump your gums a whole bunch to get people to understand you. You feel me? I'm going to be able to just feel that energy and know. That's why they push back. Yeah. I meant panicking. There's going to be panicking. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I was just about to say most people can't handle the truth. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, I haven't heard of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, David Wilcock is. Check out David Wilcock. Divine Cosmos is the name of his channel, but it's David Wilcock Divine Cosmos. Very amazing stuff, and I'm very focused on this divine energy, and connecting to our creator. It's extremely exciting times that we're in right now, and it's unfortunate that so many people aren't getting to see this and that they're still stuck under the illusion of, oh, the world's ending, everything's doom and gloom, we might as well just crash out right now, we might as well just stop caring about things, oh, God isn't real, this and that. People are so lost right now, and you know i'm not I'm not placing blame on them because they're just a product of what's been done to us, and just luckily there's a lot of us out there who haven't been able to be controlled like the rest for years now. You know what I mean? For years now. For me, it's been like, well, I mean, I first really woke up and when I was 19 years old, for sure. That was in 2013. In 2013, I actually met a messenger. Real stuff. I met a messenger in Seattle, and very, very good stuff. Right? That's what's up. I've been on my spiritual journey since 2018. Nice, nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, mine first started in 2013, but then life got in the way again, and I didn't fully lose focus, but for the majority I kind of did. But I still knew that I was here for I wasn't here to be like everyone else. I definitely already knew that. But yeah, no, my spiritual journey really set off and hasn't looked back since 2017. And this is when I had my own experience with the sun. And I got instant confirmation after I had this event happen with the sun. I was driving one day, and I'm from Billings, Montana, and I got my driver's license when I was like 15 and a half. You feel me? I took driver's ed and got my license early. I already had my own car because I started working at 13. So, I bought my first car at 14 years old, bought my own four-wheeler at 15. Like, you know what I mean? I grew up a hustler. And but now I'm focused on bigger, greater things. But anyways, I've always worn these dark shades, these dark lokes. That's just me. I've always worn this pair while driving, like into the sun. If the sun's out, you know, I'd always put these on because they're super dark, really dark shades. So I love them. And my first experience with the sun, like, I was driving with those shades on like I have been for years. Okay, this was in 2017. And I was coming up this overpass in my car. It like went over like the railroad track and stuff. And this was in Billings, Montana. And man, I'm driving, and all of a sudden I get like completely blinded by the sun. Like, it came so bright all of a sudden that I literally almost wrecked. I mean, like, I was going over an overpass that has curves and stuff. It wasn't a straight overpass. And all of a sudden, the sun just completely blinded me with these shades on. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I had to hit my brakes a little bit and slow way down and just kind of like coast for a minute until I got my vision back. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. And so I went home after that and I started looking into it. I'm like, man, what did I just witness? What just happened? Because, it lasted for like a couple minutes at the most. And then it was back to normal. I'm like, man, what just happened? So I started looking into it, and immediately, I didn't even have to do no looking. I immediately found what just happened to me. And there was a channel on YouTube called WSO. I witnessed the same throughout last summer. Yeah, they tried to drug me. No, I've been that. I've yeah, I've been through all kinds of stuff myself. But yeah, so anyways, there's this YouTube channel, WSO, and man, he was talking all about Jesus and the sun and the solar event that's coming, and it's like a brilliant flash. And yeah, so anyways, there was footage on this channel of the sun doing this exact thing. It was like pulsating, like really bright. And I was like, wow, that is like literally exactly what I seen. And the first video I seen on it was in like I believe it was in Colorado. And I'm up in Montana at the time. Now I'm in Oregon, but yeah, so I'm like, man, what? And then I saw another one, and it was actually a police car. A police car recorded this and uploaded this. They were sitting, I think it was in I want to say it was like New Mexico or somewhere down there. It was somewhere down there, and yeah, they were pulled off on the side of the road, doing their police thing, and all of a sudden that light just blinded them. And so yeah, they uploaded it, and there's only like one of these videos that you can still, or maybe two. There's like one or two of these videos still out there, and they're not near what all the other ones were like. The other ones were like real confirmation, like, no, this is what's going on. And so anyways, this is when I found David Wilcock and Corey Good and Dr. Stephen Greer, and dove into all that information, and then let's see, it was during COVID. It was during COVID that I had my second experience with the sun, and I was in Washington State at this time. I love to travel. I love to travel. I love the Northwest, especially like so much mountains, lakes, rivers, streams. Just I love it all. So, anyways, I'm in Washington, and this is when I was with my ex-girlfriend, and we were driving down the interstate. I was driving, she was in the passenger seat. We were in an old school Ford truck. I love my Fords. And you know, driving down the interstate, I think it was somewhere around Olympia, Washington. And I'm driving, and all of a sudden the sun starts this time doing exactly what I've seen in other videos that no longer exist on the internet. They're gone. And all the content on WSO, that channel, is gone. Completely wiped, gone. No content at all on the channel. There's nothing on the channel anymore. All the subscribers are still there, but the content is gone. And so anyways, now, now it's gone. It's been gone for like a couple few years now. And anyways, yeah, I was driving, and the sun just started like pulsating really bright. It was almost like it was shutting off, but not. There's still so much energy, and it was like a pulse, boom, boom, boom. Like, it would go to from normal. I'll put it this way: it went from normal to bright, normal, bright, normal, bright, like really fast. And they again only lasted for around a minute or something. And I was like, yo, record that. Like, yo, are you like, we're driving right into it. Like, record that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sitting there on your phone, not even paying attention to nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, are you not seeing this? Record this. You know what I'm saying? And right when she started recording, the trees were so tall that where we were driving, the trees kind of covered the sun, and so we're driving, but it's still happening, but you can't really see it as well anymore because the trees are there. So, I tried to upload a video about it, and people weren't, because of the fact that there were trees there now. When she started recording, they wanted to say it had to do with that, and then I'm just like, man, you would have had to been there. You would have had to see this. And I just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. Okay, what's good? What's good? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I think Doggo needs to go potty, or no, like I've actually she's already been outside like 3 times now. This morning alone. She's throwing a fit because she's a Ridgeback and Greyhound mix, and she loves to go hunting. Like, we're parked right by the river. The river's just right here. I'll show y'all real quick. Yeah, I'll show y'all real quick. We're parked at the river, and come on, Daisy girl, I'll let you out for a minute. Come on. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at right now. And she mainly she's right to a tree. She wants to go find a squirrel. She likes to sit at the window there and look out. And right down here, there's a bunch of ducks. So yeah, that's what the girl's after. She wants ducks. She wants squirrels. She's oops. Oh, yep. She's already down at the water. Yep, she's already down there, playing in the water. She loves the water. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of ducks out there. But yeah, I love this, nice, beautiful place out here. And yeah, this is my life. I love it. I love it. I am infinitely more happy now in this life that I'm living than I ever was when I was in an apartment or in a house or any of that, yo. Like, people can, say what they want about Ian, and that's cool and all, but man, this to me is more freedom. Like, I can go wherever I want. You feel me? Like, if I don't want to be in this town anymore, boom, off I go. If I want to go to the ocean, boom, off I go. If I want to go way off into the mountains, boom, I'm gone. You feel me? Like, I love this freedom. It's amazing. I got me a decent little setup, Got a nice big bed back there and, a bathroom right there and shower and, I got my tools and big, nice speaker and, my stove and everything, a nice little dog bed down there and, my little, got my French press for making coffee that I was, had my phone on, and I love this sweatshirt. Yeah, gotta love that. But yeah, this is my home, and I have land that I'm trying to finish paying off. It's 2.5 acres of land that I can camp on and everything. Once I have it paid off, I can actually legally be out there as long as I have a septic. So, and the dirt's soft out there, I can easily dig a septic. So, yeah, I'm good to go. Haha, there's the Daisy girl. Out there getting into stuff, huh? Daisy girl, what you getting into? Oh, she got a stick. Uh-oh. And my dog loves this lifestyle too. My dog doesn't like being cooped up in one area either. We're a traveling type, Daisy girl, come on, let me see that stick. Bring me that stick, come on. You want to show them all your stick? Come on. Yeah, get that stick. Yeah, there you go. Come on, let me see it. All right, let me read some of y'all comments. Nice spot. Yeah, okay, let me just back up. Whenever I look into the sun, I can see the vibration pulsating from the sun. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you can feel that energy, like, just, man, I can feel the energy. I can feel this this transformation into fourth density. I can feel it. My consciousness is uh way different than it used to be. We're already, a lot of us that are waking up to all this or have been awake to all this for quite some time now, we're already transforming. We don't have to wait for the world to realize that this is real. You feel me? Like, we're already transforming. So the most exciting time to be alive in history, for sure. I used to have Rhodesian Ridgeback. Their hunting instincts is unmatched. Yeah, for real. That's why she was crying. She wasn't, she was just crying because she wanted to go out and be with nature. And yep, she's sniffing around. I love my Daisy girl. You stepped out and feed got choppy. Oh shit. Is it still being choppy? It's probably just my, it's raining just a little bit. I have rain on the screen of my phone now, so that probably doesn't help, but yeah, I love it out here. This is not even a super nice spot, but it works. I'm actually still right now. I'm currently like in town, but it's decent for sure. It's not like being trapped in a normal town. We got this nice. Yeah, I love it. I'm in love with nature. You feel me? Like that's what we're put here for. You know what I mean? We were not put to just be stuck up in a rat race and just go home, go to work, go home, go to work, hibernate on the weekends. Like, no, man, we're meant to be out here enjoying life, enjoying real life. Yeah, we were better out in the wild, but had to get in for the winter. It snows where we are, trying to get where it stays nice all year. Yeah, I feel it. Come to Oregon. It's lit out here. To be honest, I mean, yeah, it sucks that it's ran by Democrats. It sucks that so many people are completely brainwashed here and whatnot. But besides all that, it's beautiful here. It's beautiful here, and that's why I'm here. It stays. I mean, this is winter right now. You feel me? We got green grass. We got green grass, and it's winter. You know what I mean? And I'm out here in a skimpy little sweatshirt, not even a warm one at all. Like this thing's thin, and I'm not really that cold. I mean, slightly, but not like it's not that bad. The most you got to deal with, really, where I'm at, is rain. But if you go south of where I'm at, you'll get into where there's less rain. And I was just down there. I just came up, and I was down there like in the wilderness, like mountains for real, like very small town, very few people. I was just down there, but I just made some money yesterday. I did a little gig, that I found online. Went and made, I ended up making like $225 for 8 hours of my time. And then, bam, I'm off continuing to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not controlled by the system. I just made $225 untaxed, like. And then, I can be good for a little bit. So, it is what it is. It's nice. And yeah, I'm just loving just being out here. Surrounded by all these birds. You hear all the birds chirping, and this right here is the one slavery thing that I'm still on right now. I gotta have me a stogie. It is what it is. My grandma smoked all the way till she died, and she didn't even die at all from smoking. Like, at all. She died in the hospital. She got sick. Like, I think she got poisoned. She got like food poisoning. And then she went into the hospital, and they were doing an operation on her. And she bled out and died at the hospital. Like, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. For me, it helps. I have ADHD, so for me, it kind of helps bring me down a little bit, and it just kind of regrounds me a little bit. Like sometimes I get out of focus, and it's like I just have to hit a little stogie for a minute, and uh oh. That's the girl right there. Oh, okay, word. All right, Daisy, let me see it. Can I see it? Can I see that stick? Are you gonna give it to me? Huh? Are you gonna give it to me? Nope, she's not gonna give it to me. This girl is awesome. I love her. Come on, give me that stick. Give me that stick. Come on. Uh-oh. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. Can I see it? Do you want to go chase it? I'll throw it. Come on. Let me have it. You're good luck. Good luck trying to get the stick from the Daisy girl, huh? All right, come on, let me have it. Let me have it. Let me have that stick. Oh, my dog is wild. Come on, give me that stick. She will fight you for it. She's like, I'm not letting go. Man, imagine if she was attached to your arm like that. She'd bring you down. Yeah, come on, get that. Get that stick. She is wild. I got it. Oh shit. I threw it up in the tree just to make her go a little crazy. Uh-oh. She gonna go crazy now? Yep. She's gonna run around till she finds Yeah, I love the Daisy girl. We have good times out here. Good times out here, even though, we ain't got no job and stuff, and well, I'm way happier. Personally, I'm way happier. This is not the me that I was when I was working all the time. Just I have no energy to do anything else. Because the type of jobs I did, I worked hard. You feel me? I worked on tires. I worked on cars. I worked all different kinds of jobs. So this is more like it, though. Just kind of find a little work when I can, just to get up a little bit of survival money, and then outside of that, it's all good. It's all good. And yeah, we're just out here enjoying this. It's going a little. Gotta be kind of careful. The grass is wet. Wow. Let's go down to the water. Daisy girl, come on, baby girl. You gonna come down to the water? People leave so much garbage, it's crazy. Oops. Good thing I used to like skateboard and stuff. I have really good balance. I just started sliding on the mud there. Oh, she's gone. Yeah, this is life right here. Oh, look, the rain's coming down. The rain's really coming down now. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, wow. There's the crazy girl. I love that. I raised her up on my land, out on my 2.5 acres of land. And so, yeah, that's why she's such a good dog that I don't have to keep her on a leash or nothing. She just goes and does her thing and comes on back. And she has such a good life. She has such a good life with me that, I ain't even got to worry about it. I know she'll always come back. Sometimes she likes to take off and go on a little adventure, and, it worries me, but at the same time, I know how I raised her, so she always come back. She always come back, huh, girl? All right, come on, baby girl. Let's get out this rain. Come on. Daisy girl, come on. It's raining good out here now. Daisy girl, come on, baby girl. Come on. Oh yeah, it's raining real good. Daisy, come on, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. Yeah, let's get out the rain. Come on. All right. Yay. We got our nature walk in. Yeah. It's definitely coming down good. I'm so glad that I just did some repairs up on my roof. And give me 1 second. The screen's probably going to go away for a second. I just had to wipe some of the rain off the screen. I had all kinds of rain up on there. It's probably still all over the camera, but you know, we're just oh yeah, the Daisy got all kinds of wet, so her coat is soaked. Come here, baby girl. So yeah, hopefully y'all have enjoyed this live stream, you know, and I love just, you know, keeping it real and being with nature and just you know, having a connection with the other people. It's amazing, you know, and it's especially amazing when people like a lot of y'all that's been commenting in here today. I'm thankful for all that. It's nice that other people out there are you know, on the same frequency, on this same understanding, and yeah, I just pray that, you know, we can keep reaching more people, even if it's one person at a time. You know, anything, you know, just to help spark freedom. You know, I'm really focused on freedom. You feel me? And I think that's probably because I'm from Billings, Montana. You know, I'm from Montana. We're really about our freedom out there. Super about our freedom. We're patriots out there. Like, you know, like that ain't no joke. Like, I got a Constitution of the United States right here. It's not a good one. It's not, you know, but at least it's something. You know, it's more than most people carry around. You know, it might not be perfect. I would like to get a better one. I'd like to get one of the original ones. But for right now, you know, this what I got. You know, so got to keep people aware that, you know, we're fighting for this. You know, especially our First Amendment right, especially, and we really need our First Amendment right now because we need to come together. You know, it says right. It says right here. It says right here. Let me read this for y'all. Amendment 1 is Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Absolutely what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to peacefully assemble and petition against our government. You feel me? Because this is it's wild that we have, you know, continued to let them try to destroy us. You know, that's especially with this AI going on right now. Like, man, I'm praying more and more people wake up to what's going on. You know, they're trying to replace us. They already got what they want to replace us with. Now they're doing it. So, you know what I mean, we gotta stand together and say no. We don't want AI. We want we want a biological evolution. We don't want a technological evolution. You feel me? Like, we want this Christ consciousness to come through and to live in a positive fourth density timeline. You know what I mean? Because it's coming regardless. Fourth density is coming regardless, but we want it to be a positive timeline, not a negative one. Negative is the technology, positive is us. You feel me? He's AI in some way too. Microfiber towels are great for drying wet dog. Oh, cool. I have a bunch of those. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. Come here, Daisy girl. Yeah, I got a bunch of those. Because, I work on cars a lot. I'm always working on cars, so I definitely have a bunch of microfiber towel. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that does feel way better, huh? All right. It's good to know. I've had these, and, I use them for cleaning and, doing dishes and cleaning up messes while I'm working on vehicles and whatnot, or maintaining my RV even, and changing oil and doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, look at that. That helps. That helps a lot. And actually, I have used these before on her, but I go through them so fast that then I run out and have to wait till I do laundry, which I just did laundry the other day. So yeah, I got some clean clothes and all, and got my towels all cleaned up because she likes to slobber all over my windows, and I constantly have to hit it with that Windex and clean my windows because my dog likes to put her nose all over them. But I love her anyway, so it's all good. It's all good, and now just give me one little moment here. Focus on increasing your service to others and be more loving to yourself and everyone in order to raise your vibrational and consciousness level. Learn to forgive yourself and others, thus releasing karma. This will change the vibration of the planet, raise the shared consciousness of humanity, and change humankind one person at a time, even if that one person is yourself. They tell us to treat your body as a temple and change over to a higher vibrational diet to aid in the process. This is the Christ consciousness message. And they really don't want people knowing about this. They really don't. But yeah, here it is anyways. Also, multiple, right? Yeah, true that. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, towels do not actually, I try to use towels to, wipe down my windows sometimes, when it gets too humid. Because it's quite humid out in Oregon, especially Western Oregon. Got a lot of humidity, so, likes to build up on the inside of the RV every once in a while, and so... Which last night it didn't at all, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I love them for just they help get oil and stuff off your hands pretty good when you're working on cars. When you want to just wipe your hands down real quick so you can touch something that you don't want to get all greasy and stuff. So yeah, I love it. I love working on cars, yo. That's one of my oh yeah, it's not gonna let I have my green screen on. It's not gonna work. Never mind. It's good. So good. But yeah, yo, I've had a good live, and I need to get some food up in me. I didn't eat no breakfast, which is kind of normal. Sometimes I do. Like the other day I ate breakfast, but today I didn't. And it's almost lunchtime now, so it's like Yeah, I'm definitely starting to get hungry. And yeah, we're just praying that I keep finding some more blessings to help us along this journey and hopefully get my land payment in. I'm like 2 months behind on it right now because I don't have an actual job, so I've been really focused lately on just making content and bringing a global connection. I love. There's a lot of live streams that I do where I get people from all over the world up on here, so it's cool. It's amazing. And so yeah, I'm just like focused on that and letting go of this old world that has kept us just enslaved. Uh, and I'm very thankful that I found other people up in here that are on that same wavelength. And I just pray that we can keep having an impact on others to you know it's like the hardest thing to talk about right now. It really is because man, there's way too many people that don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it at all. They want to keep and it boils down to because change is hard. To have real change, it's not something that's supposed to come easy. It's supposed to be hard. So it's amazing to just be on this mission, and I'm not alone either. Oh, well, my guard dog's going off. Somebody's outside, and I'm not alone on this mission. There's many other souls out there who. Let me go check out my surroundings real quick. Sorry, I'm just what's wrong, baby girl? Oh, it's all good. There ain't nobody out there. Come here. Or there is, but they're way far away. But she's on point. She's a good guard dog. She always lets me know when. Sorry, I got a bunch of her hair all up over all of a sudden because I was petting her when she was still just a little tiny bit damp still, and like her hair stuck to my hand real quick, and yeah, I'm like getting attacked by the daisy hair. Breakfast is just breaking the fast from when you last ate. Yeah, yeah, exactly, and that's why um, around that noon time is generally when I first eat in the day, and then and then from there it varies between depending on what I did. If I was out in nature a whole lot, doing a bunch of hiking and then I definitely eat around 5 o'clock. If I'm out there being real physical, and if I'm kind of just as long as I've ate some good, you know, around this time of day, then yeah, I like to keep creating more content, and then I'll if I'm just doing that and I'm not out just being super active, then sometimes I don't eat dinner until like 8 o'clock or something. So yeah, generally like once or twice a day, and I have worked on fasting before, like actual fasting for trying to go days, and I've done all that, but I kind of have some undiagnosed, because I don't deal with the hospitals and stuff and big pharma. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with big pharma, so if I need medicine, I self medicate. You feel me? So, and I need less and less of that now, and I'm really trying to really only need just but like a few hits out of the whole day, and which is way above where accomplishment compared to where I used to be. So you know what I mean. I'm 32 now. I've been 7 years clean from alcohol and hard drugs. Like as far as I haven't done any hard drugs at all. As far as alcohol, I'm no longer you know, for 7 years now, I have not been drunk. You feel me? But every once in then, I'll have like a beer or maybe two, or maybe just a one mixed drink, maybe, just every once in a great while. Sometime, like on average, I would say I probably have one drink every 2 to 3 months. So you know what I'm saying? Um, and but yeah, I like to talk about like addiction and stuff because I've really been on the marijuana for since I was probably about like 15. In Billings, Montana. A lot of people smoke cigarettes and a lot of drunks, a lot of drunks, a lot of drug users, and a lot of stoners. So, a lot of us were street racers, me included. I was a street racer growing up, for real, like out there running the block all night. Like, man, we take over parking lots and you know what I'm saying? That was me back years ago. You feel me? Back when I was in high school, and I was lucky to, at the time of being in high school, have a stepdad at that time. I didn't know my real dad, and so it was nice to be able to be taught a bunch of different things about mechanics and just being a handyman in general, and because he was an old farm boy from Oklahoma, and like actually grew up on a big farm down there. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, having having that guidance clash with me growing up without a dad and in the city was a real clash. And unfortunately, there came a time where he tried to put his hands on me, and it didn't end well for him. So what I'm saying, I got kicked out, and that's it is what it is. But I did learn a lot from him, and I later, before he ended up dying, because he died when I was like 18 or thereabouts, and so yeah, luckily we had made it good and stuff before he died, and it really just took. I was just too independent. You feel me? I grew up very independent, having to literally start working at such a young age, and having my first real job by 13 years old. You know what I mean? And yeah, just getting my car at 14, and like. But yeah, no, I'm just very thankful for where I'm at now. And I did get to later on, when I was like 20 years old, meet my real dad finally for the first time, who I'm pretty sure is now passed away. He was a severe alcoholic, and it was during a time where I was currently, yeah, socially drinking a lot. Of course, I was 20 years old. A lot of 20-year-olds, that's what, so. But I'm very thankful to. Are you just? My baby's just crying because she wants to just be outside all day, even in the rain. She's wild, and I gotta tell her it's okay. The sun will come out in just a little bit, and we'll go outside, because then she doesn't have to be in the rain. I love you. Yes, Daddy loves you. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. I know that it's like torture for you. It's torture for the Daisy to be parked right at the water, for the river to be right there. That's just torture. But I didn't put the rain here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put the rain here. So we just got to wait a little bit. I don't want to get completely drenched today. Again, it's common out here. But yes, thank you for that. And yeah, I've made a couple little videos on here, just to try to help like other people with addiction. And for me, it's like for me, cigarettes and marijuana is for like your mental self a whole lot better than like meth or heroin or fentanyl or alcohol, especially alcohol. Because you know what I'm saying, whether people like to admit it or not, that makes you a much different person. That there can be some happy drunks and stuff out there, and God bless them and everything. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just a lot of people can't handle it. So just like drugs, and there are some productive people out there and whatnot, but again, a lot of people can't handle it. So I mean, I like to do a mixture of things. That's just kind of my mission, I guess. Having actually been down the path, and when I from the time I was 19 to 25 is when I got clean. So from 19 to 25, I struggled, and that's because one of the big reasons, to be real, is I found out my son wasn't my son when he was a year old. Like, I cut his cord and everything, type of was his father, and then come to find out, and it was more than just that. She was actually doing drugs behind my back with her family and stuff. Like, she was fucking doing meth, and it became a violent situation, as far as her being violent, all geeked out on meth. So, I ended up just leaving because I'm like, okay, like, she's completely freaking nuts. Her family is too. Plus the kid, like, that I wish that I could have still been the father of. But, regardless, like, the situation, I guess, just was, But I was hurt by that. I was destroyed by that, to be real. And so that's what ended up making me first get on drugs. Is I just ran into him when I left Billings, Montana, and I went to Seattle, and I was just out there just trying to cope with things. You feel me? Like, and that I just had lost my stepdad not too long before that, and like, homie was in prison. All kinds of stuff was crazy. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just, not as an excuse or anything, but I mean, that's just the events that unfolded and where I ended up. And then I ended up being homeless out in Seattle. I ended up losing my car and stuff. So it's like wild. But, anyways, part of my mission once I became clean, years ago, was I came back out to Washington from Montana, because I ended up going back to Montana once I realized what drugs had done to me. And I was like, oh shit. And so I ended up coming back, and then still dabbling around a little bit, and got caught up on probation. And thank God for that. Honestly, thank God for me having went through extensive probation. Like, this wasn't some low level stuff out in Montana. They're especially if you're on a drug charge or something, like, they're very serious. And yeah, especially if you're on a drug charge, you're fucked, because they're gonna UA you all the time and everything. And so yeah, I went through a lot and everything, but I think I really started to something clicked in me when I had to take this criminal error thinking class. And being someone that used to work and hustle in different ways, in different ways. I was a hustler when I was young, for real. And but when I took that class, it really, I kind of took the class serious, and I started to take probation serious once I finally got sober. And for me, that's what really changed my life. Like, that's when I really started to realize my purpose of being here. And and then that just grew and grew and grew. And I mean, now I'm at where I'm at now, and so I'm focused on so many different aspects of just my mission of being here. So I'm thankful for every connection that I get and every single person that I have the potential of helping, whether it's just plant a seed of, you know, one thing that the world doesn't have a whole lot of. It does have some. It does definitely have some, and like David Wilcock, who I'm very thankful for. David Wilcock is like, I kind of consider my mentor. Um, very, very, very intelligent person, and man, what his knowledge is what really, really 100% changed my life. To be real, to keep it a buck, like, yeah, it was like probation and all these other things, but like during that time is when I ran into this information, and I mean, yeah, that message is what it's about. That message really sums up a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really focused on trying to help everyone get ready for this fourth density and to get excited about it. To get excited about it, because I'm extremely excited knowing this is literally, okay, this is what many use considered the Great Awakening that we're going through right now. So it's like literally the most exciting time we could be alive, the most the solar event that's coming, that's why we're going into fourth density, is the most covered up thing in our history, because it's going to be the spark of the best change that we could possibly go through. Like, extremely amazing stuff. We just, there's enough people who thankfully believe in God that we are going to win this battle. You know, it's a battle going on right now. It's a spiritual battle on many different levels. So, you know, that's really what we on right now. So sometimes if your life can be a mess right now, you know, that's actually normal. That's what we're going through right now. And, you know, we got to work on this forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? This releasing karma. Thus releasing karma. You feel me? That's really where it's at. Because, you know, we can't look at the division that's out there in this world with hateful eyes. And so that's one thing that has been something that, even if that one person is yourself type, you know, sometimes it can be you. And it's been me. You know what I'm saying? And it's hopefully you too. So yeah, that's what time we on. You know, we're ready for this just being able to connect on a much higher level and be more focused on service to others, just helping people. Like, you know, we can all, I love, if y'all ever listen to Akil the MC, yo, check out Akil the MC. Okay, I'm gonna get on that for a minute. Okay, what you know about Akil the MC? Jurassic 5. Look up that Jurassic 5. And that's why I the profile picture on my Discord. Daisy girl, I know you want to go hunting. Come here. You were just outside. Come here. Yeah, we were just out there. Yeah, we'll be out there in a minute. The rain's gonna stop eventually, girl. Yeah, we're like in like kind of mid-ish, a little bit west, but mid Oregon kinda. So yeah, we get a little bit of rain still, and then we get some clouds, but then that sun comes out. But so right now I'm just waiting for that sun to come out. But anyways, sorry, I just had to calm down my dog for a minute. But what you know about a Kill the MC? Check out a Kill the MC, yo. I have playlists. Okay, you don't even have to go do no. I've done all the homework for everyone on everything that I speak about. That's one thing about me is you can go check out my playlist section on this channel. And if you check out my playlist section on this channel, you're gonna be amazed because I've titled all these different playlists and check them out. That's what I gotta say about that. You know what I mean? Because I've already done all the homework. All the different things that I talk about on this channel. All of that is already in playlists on this channel right here. So hundreds and hundreds of videos. You know what I mean? Like I've been yeah, I've been on this path, and there's a lot of music playlists in there too. And I really dig the new playlist I put together, the newest music one that I put together, where I was really more focused on that just better music, you know, because I have myself had a time of especially I've been through a lot. Okay, I've been through a lot. Okay, I've had many different gang type of thing, like guns being pulled and cars tried to get robbed. And okay, I've been through a lot, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier and I'm still here. So I got a lot to teach people, and I'm humble about it at the same time of loving to communicate with those people and see what's on your mind and what you're thinking about, and maybe answer questions that maybe you have of just anything, because I've experienced a whole lot of life. And to be honest, once you start working on past regression healing, okay, there's techniques that you can do. And yeah, type in past regression healing. That's one playlist I don't think that I have yet. I need to build a playlist on that, because that's some really good stuff too. And it really, since reincarnation is real, past regression healing is about remembering your past lives. And I had started working on this myself, and to be a buck with y'all, I ended up realizing what happened in my last life, as far as how I got killed, and I knew too much. And it's really crazy that come to find out. So Edgar Casey, I don't know what y'all know about Edgar Casey, but one thing I hope that you do know about Edgar Casey is his predictions were extremely accurate. Not necessarily every single one, but most of his predictions were extremely accurate. And especially his one about this event that's coming. But now, as David Wilcock, he has a little bit different. He's had different contact, and we're now, thankfully, collectively speaking, on a high enough level where we're not going to have a catastrophic ascension. Like, it's not going to completely wipe everything out, like entire civilizations type of, like, just everything gone. That's not, that was based on our karma and on our forgiveness, because this is very biblical stuff. Even the Bible talks about all this in different ways. A lot of the Bible, just for most people to really understand, needs like decoded, which there are videos on that out there too. in which I've also looked into myself, because as being on the spiritual path, it didn't start with, for me, it definitely did not. The Bible didn't necessarily help me. I mean, I'm not totally dissing it at all. Yes, I've read it and everything, but I mean, I'm just saying that's not, for me, how I found God. Like, that's, for me, not how I connected with Jesus. That's, I mean, it might have helped a little bit, but I mean, it didn't give me that full connection I was looking for. And there's many people out there that I know also feel the same. So, or and unfortunately, there's way too many people still that um just dismiss all of everything about all of this altogether, just because that they don't even believe in God. And that's a sad thing in itself. And Daisy girl, come here, baby. She sees a dog outside or something. She's ready to go, huh? She got all excited, huh? What are you gonna do? You gonna go say hi? Yeah, my dog's a trip. But anyways, just to keep inspiring people who maybe are on this path too, to that you're not alone. You're not alone, and none of us are alone in this path. There's millions and millions and of people who are at least somewhere to some degree on this path. And so yeah, I just pray everyone keeps going. And it for me personally, it has got rough many times, many times. This has been a real battle. It's been a real battle, but it's not been able to fully break me. So I know the freedom that's ahead, the real freedom that's ahead of us, that's coming with this Christ consciousness. And literally nothing else really matters. I mean, our connection with realizing that we all come from one creator. We were all put here by the light, by the love. That's really what God is the light and the love out there in that universe of ours that is massive. It's unfortunate that so many people still are thinking that we're alone in this universe, that there's nothing else out there. Some people, even that I've talked to, because I also do all this work out there in public with people too that I meet, like we'll be talking, and I've met a lot of people who do know some stuff about this, and that's really cool too. I met one pretty recently, actually, too. Three. I've met 3 people recently out here while talking to people that are on this wavelength of consciousness. So, yes, it's just I get the further you get into this, the more and more confirmation you're gonna run into, and synchronicity and all kinds of really great stuff. So I'm just happy to be alive, even though sometimes this life can get hard. Life can get really hard right now, as that's the transfer, and that's just the letting go of this old world and being here for this new world, being ready for this new world, being excited for this new world. This planet has been controlled by negative forces for way too long. And I know a whole lot about the origins of all that stuff and just everything about all that stuff. And it's all part of disclosure. So, it is. They're definitely the partial disclosure that's going to come out is definitely going to contain that type of stuff. And what they're trying not to do, what they've been trying not to do, is expose themselves in all this. So that's where the main complication lies. And somebody's trying to call me. Decline that. Go away. All right. So I'm extremely excited for more and more disclosure to come out. I would love to go to a disclosure event. You know, I would really like David Wilcock and Corey Good to get another one going, and I'll show up. I'm gonna be there for sure. So I'll figure out a way. You know what I mean? All it takes is some gas, and I'm there. Like, yeah, I'm not. Because you know, this is about meeting our. This is about realizing about our cosmic family, and that is, it's just out of this world. You know, that's what a lot of this, you know, it's out of this world, and I love that interview. If you know, it has definitely over 1 million views. I don't know how many exactly, but you can find it in my playlist section, actually, under one of the Ascension playlists that I've put together. Check out my Ascension playlist. It's really amazing. And I have a few of them because I like to mix some certain music in there. And back to the topic I was trying to talk about, Akil the MC. If anybody knows about Akil the MC, very wild stuff. But check out the message behind his music and really peep out what he's talking about, because a lot of times in music, people just try to judge for like their voice or something, and they're not actually listening to the message that's being delivered through the music. So I'm very always, when I listen to music, I'm just as concerned with the message as the rest of it. Like, so anyways, yeah, Akil the MC, Jurassic 5. What y'all know about that? Because it's some good stuff. It's some really good stuff. I would wish one of y'all knew something about that, because man, there's check out the song "The Top," by Akil the MC. It's yeah, especially check that one out. Check that one out first, maybe, like, type of, well, it kind of really has to do with this message, especially the being of service to yourself and others. Like, because really, I mean, yeah, we have to show up for ourselves first, and then we can show up for others. So, you know, and but just to focus on helping each other in whatever way that could possibly be. You know, there's so many different ways that you can help people, even if you don't have money. You know, so that's another blessing. That's another reason for being here. You know, I personally love helping people, even out here on a physical, real third density level. You know, out here. But you know, I've had to distance myself a little bit of that recently, as this time we're in, and not everyone out there is obviously good. So you got to be careful of who you help, and or in which ways that you help them. So, because yeah, there's a lot of people out there, you know, that are shady, and but for me, I'm prepared for all that. I'm from Montana, and if you know anything about some Montana boys, yeah, no, we're prepared for all that. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's why I moved away from, you know, it's not near as violent where I'm at compared to where I'm from, compared to where I've been. So, yeah, no, I'm here trying to live a more relaxed life and, definitely steer clear of just all the violence and chaos. And, we don't need to be near that because that's all just demonic forces just playing out. That's just, there's shit. They even, oh man, it's so crazy. They'd be stealing from each other and everything. Like, people get greed has got this world just screwed up. So, it's good to just distance ourselves from that as best we can, and just realize, the higher power out there, this one infinite creator has got a plan for everything. So, things are already pre-planned out. We're just along for the ride. And that's one thing you really start to learn if you dive into numerology. And unfortunately, the really good video that was shown to me by a messenger back when I was 19 in Seattle, I'd met a messenger who, man, was here for a reason, and it had to do with 9/11. So I didn't even want to, man, very real stuff, very, very real stuff. And yeah, that's what had first changed my life, as far as the information I learned during that time. Well, I'll put it this way, that video and just talking to him and everything, but especially that video that's no longer there. I do have a watered down version of it that is still out there.
Hey, baby girl. Hey, he's just got a fishing pole. He's just trying to go fishing. He just wants to go get a fish. Come here. Come on. Daisy, come here, baby girl.
She was, somebody was walking by with a fishing pole, and my dog's like, hold on. What?
Hey, baby. Come here. Come here, baby girl. Hey.
Hey, come here. She didn't like that fishing pole. She was like, man, this person's out to get me or something. Hey, come here, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, there's a really watered down version of this numerology video out there, but really, it's something that you can.
Baby girl.
I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. I heard you, baby. I know there's somebody out there with a fishing pole. It's not a frequency gun or anything. Don't worry, baby. As long as it's not that. As long as it's not that, we're good. Because, yeah, if you know about that military technology that they started using a long time ago, and I had already known about it, but then got 100% confirmation when I worked with somebody who was in the military and had actually used the technology himself. So that's when I was like, whoop, confirmation. 5G is a weapon. I mean, it can be used as a weapon. It's an easily weaponized system. They can literally make people do what they want them to do with 5G frequencies. He has used a frequency gun that could control crowds of people. If they wanted to roll up and have a crowd of people drop their guns and shit their pants at the same damn time, that's exactly what frequency they'll tune them into, and and beam them with this gun. And yeah, this technology will all be wiped away with this solar event. The solar event is going to destroy AI and just all this nonsense of, it's really unfortunate that, there's so much technology out there that people don't know about that has been used in the wrong hands. And they uncovered this information back in this technology back in from in between the 1930s and the 1950s. Between the 1930s and the 1950s, we had already reverse engineered crash landed UFOs. We already had different medical technology, different, ways of healing, like everything, all different kinds of things. So it's just this is all part of disclosure. That's really a lot of the topics that I speak about. Not all, but a majority of what I speak about kind of has to do with disclosure. And we want full disclosure. We don't, and because regardless, not everyone's going to see it anyways. They might see it, but they're probably going to look away anyways, because like people have already set up on here, people don't want the truth. Too many of them. But thankful for those of us that do. And a lot of us are not of this world. You feel me? Our souls didn't originate on this planet. And that's why we're so different. Yet they want to look at us as the problem, or try to make us feel as if we are, and all these old ways of attacks. I'm thankful to have learned to be wiser than these old ways, these old attacks, this old demonic system that's been ruling the world. And like we've even said, even through religion. I know because I come from a Christian family. And just because they were a Christian family didn't mean they actually practiced what they preached. They might, believe a certain way, but okay, your actions of how you treat other people don't match your beliefs. So, yeah, I'm thankful to have just been able to peep game for a really long time, and past lives included. And I think one of the big things that got me smoked last time, and what I'm still on, is about Tupac's plan. Tupac fooled everyone. Not everyone. He fooled most, though. Tupac fooled most. But the real ones that recognize the real lies, with the real eyes, we know what's up. We know what's up. That was all a big staged out, planned out event. And he done had the CIA on his side to begin with. So he was untouchable. For so many people to think he actually died, it was crazy. Crazy. He was way too there was two Tupacs that night. Tupac. There was two of them there that night that he got shot. And he the first one walked right past the one that actually got in the fight They ended up like not like they ended up at one point walking like right past each other, and Tupac went and got in a similar BMW to the one the other character got into after getting into that fight, and then that other one's the one that got shot up. But there was actual footage of this, old footage of this, that showed all this. It showed it from the inside to the outside of him getting in the car, everything. There was two Tupacs there that night. So, I would just like the deception to stop. That's why, it was a great plan. It was a well played play. He was smart as man. He done studied everything. Tupac knew a lot. People underestimate how smart Tupac was. And he actually did get shot though. And because he has two different characters, but that's why it's Tupac. But I'm not even gonna get into that. But one of them, actually did get shot during that incident, and which has changed his music now a little bit. And it is what it is, though. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I've done all the homework on this, okay? All the homework on this is already in different playlist sections on my channel. So, once you see almost 400 different videos on this topic, I don't need to try to do any more than that. Like, if you go through all them videos, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna be like, dang. But all right, yo, peace and love. I'm gonna get out of here because I need to go make some food. All right, peace and love, yo.